Hey, what's up, everybody? So, I'm here to tell you how to buy a firearm the legal way, of course. So, I had a customer come in this past weekend who thought that because he had his pistol permit, that automatically he just showed me his pistol permit, gave me money, and the process was that. However, that's not the case. And definitely not the case in Connecticut and the other 49 states. There is in Connecticut state documents that need to be completed and filled out first. And then in all 50 states, there's a form called the 4473. I'm going to talk about that and break that down so that you are prepared when you go into a gun store to purchase your firearm for the first time, the second time, the third time, doesn't matter how many times, you have to go through this process, especially in the state of Connecticut. If you don't go through this process, somebody's doing something wrong. Don't do it. I advise you not to. So the first form that I always fill out is what we call the DPS3. With the DPS3, it's pretty much your title, your registration, your proof of purchase of the firearm. There's total of 4 copies. One copy goes to the state, one copy goes to the town you reside in, one copy goes to you, and the final copy goes to the FFL. It has the date of sale, the sales authorization, which is either done electronically, the state system is not the best, or it is done over the phone. You have to get authorization to sell a person a firearm. The manufacturer, make, model, serial number, the caliber, type of general description of the firearm, the barrel length, whether it's a handgun, long gun, other unfinished frame or receiver, the customer's date of birth, place of birth, their address, their name, their pistol permit number, and then both parties sign the form. Once that is done, there's also a long form that's called the DPS 67. Don't worry, you can see it in person when you buy your first firearm or when you buy any firearm, and hopefully you do it at Bullseye. So it's the type of firearm. It's kind of redundant, but it's not, whether it's a handgun, long gun, other, and it also has a space for the sales authorization. Your name, date of birth, but also included outside of your address, you have your sex, race, height, weight, eyes, hair color. I'm not getting into sex. I'm not getting into gender. It doesn't ask you about gender. Whatever you identify with, just make sure it's legal. Your country of citizenship, the social security number. I do not advise you use it or put it unless you have a mistaken identity of some sort, but it's not necessary because your pistol permit number identifies you as who you are. Then there's a bunch of questions, whether you've been a felon, have you been convicted of being a felony, all those type of questions. If any of them is yes, you're not getting a firearm. Both parties sign and date. After that, these forms, which there's a total of 7 pages. Bullseye makes it easy because we do it electronically. That way, if there's any errors, the computer software that we utilize catches it so that you do not get rejected. There is some questions up here that, like on the state forms, that will cause you, if you answer them wrong, to be denied the right to purchase. So be careful and read it thoroughly. If you have any questions, the person who's selling you the gun hopefully will help you. Here, we will help you. We will explain the question and allow you to answer it honestly before moving forward. As always, stay safe because safety is our ammo, but I'm not done yet. Look, do not get overwhelmed by the process. We make it simple, we make it easy. Majority of the paperwork we do, you buy from us. As always, the Bullseye experience allows you to safely and comfortably purchase a firearm without the hassle, without the headache or the stress or the worry about whether it was done correct. All the paperwork we keep on file. If anything was ever to be asked, we could provide evidence and support. Now I'm finished. As always, stay safe because safety is our ammo.